Great companies aren't built on average talent. In private equity backed, high growth businesses, the right operator changes everything. Onward Headhunting partners with founders, operators, and investors to build elite finance, strategy, and operations teams. From early hires to exit ready leadership, we deliver the talent that drives outcomes. If you are scaling or transacting, go onward. Visit onwardheadhunting.com or find us on LinkedIn to learn more.
This is Scott Becker with the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Today's discussion is categories of life. So this is my own take on this, and I am constantly trying to figure out life, which I find to be the most interesting subject. So we break it down, and this might not be what you're expecting to hear today, but we break it down into not busy versus busy with purpose. And here's the discussion. I find not being busy to be depression and anxiety creating, makes me feel sort of slothful. So not a good place for me to be. That's zone one. The second zone I think about is being busy, and I find busy better than being not busy. And I don't get as depressed, I don't get as anxious, but not necessarily as constructive either. So that would be zone two, busy, but not as clear about why I'm busy. The third period of life or zone of life we think about is busy with purpose. So when I think about sort of a Maslow's hierarchy or being in the perfect zone, this is where I want to be, which is busy with purpose, trying to accomplish this, trying to take care of that family, trying to do whatever it is. That's sort of busy with purpose. You know, and of course, throughout life, there are periods of time when I'm very compelled by things, raising children, being very involved in building a business. Those were really times of true busy with purpose. Other times in life, we're gravitating between zone two, busy, and zone three, busy with purpose, with the constant effort to try and self-actualize and get closer to that level of constant busy with purpose. I do find, and I think this is a fascinating discussion as well, is you can end up filling up your time and life with so many stupid little things that you're not able to focus and find busy with purpose. But I do think this framework is something that works for me. Certainly doesn't work for everybody. I'm certainly not perfect at it. Like there are long periods of time where I'm busy with purpose, very compelled by what I'm doing. Then I go through plenty of periods of time where I'm busy, but not necessarily, people would say motion without progress. At times where you're busy, but not necessarily accomplishing something, you're doing something that's really self-satisfying and fulfilling. In any event, that's how we break it down. Again, I don't know if I think most people are like this, where you go through different periods where you're more effective, less effective, where you really feel like you're purposeful, and then other times when you're not. But the goal is, of course, to aim for that more purposeful type level of being. In any event, thank you for listening to the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast. We hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for listening.